name is Desmond Hilton. I'm from St Paul's School and I'm a head of learning, inquiry learning. Yeah, a really good one. So just meeting with other schools and innovators and hearing some of the things they're doing and having a common understanding that we're all in the same boat of looking at engagement and realising that social and academic engagement isn't enough moving us forward. So just some of the ideas just get me going, yeah. I suppose it's helped build a case for change to realise that, hey, we've got to start looking outside our walls and looking to the bigger picture and the changes that are going on in the world, and rather than just being passive to those, what can we do? How can we pull together and kind of create a brighter future? We've been prototyping, experimenting with how we can give students ownership of where they learn, how they learn and what they learn. So we've been looking at the learning spaces. That's not so much just a physical space, but it's how the actual physical or virtual space interacts with pedagogy and also technology. So with one of our Year 7 classrooms, we've been having conversations with students and dialogue in terms of what does a traditional classroom look like and why, and how can we change that, how can we give students more ownership. So even if it's down to personalisation, students bringing their personality to it and their passions to the learning or to the environment, and them having a lot more choice. One of the things that that's been really successful for our situation is the Genius Table. So that's an example where it's glorified collaboration. So traditionally in a classroom, if a student requires help, they have to go and speak to the teacher, and the teacher will have to initiate students helping each other. And I really wanted to bypass that and give students the opportunity to support each other. So I'm saying we came up with this idea, myself and the students, of Genius Bar, where students can I suppose, identify themselves as a genius per se in a particular concept. So it might be maths and it might be fractions. And once they've identified themselves, if a student is struggling with that concept, they can make the students aware of that, and they can actually have some support and help. And the way they help them is they go to a special table where it's very physical. So we've put an active interface so students can write with board pens on a table and work with the other students. So it's easy for the teacher to see what's going on, and if that help is actually being of help, but it empowers the students to help each other. Yeah, because the more conversations I've had in dialogue about learning and what is good learning, students have started to try and take ownership of this process. So, for example, when I went to Kedron a couple of weeks ago to talk to the Year 7 teachers, my students were dying to come with me and they wanted to talk and they wanted to lead it. I had a student who worked with me recently on a professional development session for staff who co-designed that and facilitated it with me. And that was just brilliant, just having their points of view and then being able to kind of bounce ideas off. We've got data from our students and also from our parents as well. Our parents are involved, so we've seen that there's a kind of a correlation that the students that have been heavily involved with this, their parents obviously know more, and there's more conversations about their learning rather than students just coming home and talking about the social interactions. They're also talking about their learning to the parents, and we're actually holding a function this Friday for the students to talk to their parents about some of the ways they've been learning and taking ownership of the environment. And that's, I suppose, building our case for change to the rest of our teachers and to our other schools in our hub who hopefully will be attending. I am, yeah. We'll see how this Friday goes. I'm a bit nerve-wracking because it is in the students' hands. So they're doing all the presentations. I think I've got about a 2-minute window, and the rest of them they're taking it over. So, yeah, scary, but looking forward to it.